Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another Coinsider live stream. Sorry for the tiny bit of delay. I was just running behind tiny bit, but it is a great day to be an ETH holder. We're gonna talk about everything. Okay, it is ETH season, baby. It's not alt season; it's ETH season, and when it breaks all-time high, let's have a party, folks. But before we dive in, would greatly appreciate it for a quick mic check, if you don't mind. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if it sounds good. Would greatly appreciate that. Okay, got the mic check. Thank you so much. Like I said today, um, one sec. Let me just change some things. You can tell I'm running behind. Okay, the main segment of the day is it's ETH season, baby. We're gonna take a deeper look all at ETH. I know I've been talking about ETH a lot lately in the stream, but that's because I am so heavy on ETH. I'm loving ETH. It's leading the way finally after years, after this entire cycle so far. It's finally time for ETH to shine, and this is gonna bring about great things for our sector, for our industry, for alt season eventually. Remember, ETH has to lead the way, so everybody should be cheering for ETH right now. And when we eventually get a rotation, it's going to be glorious, okay? But we're going to take a look at the timing, some predictions, some analysis, some fundamental drivers, like all those treasury companies buying ETH. We're going to take a look at all of that today. You already did? We haven't even broken all-time highs yet, bro. Dude, this is very, very early to sell ETH, in my opinion. Hello, fellow retail DAOs. And yes, we're going to talk about Bitminer, Douglas Hahn, which has a Bitcoin logo, by the way, but they're buying all the ETH, which is quite ironic and interesting. So remember, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 12 noon Eastern times. I come at you live. My name is Kevin. I'm your host. I love doing these live with y'all. It's so much fun. And for those watching the stream afterwards, I will leave you timestamps to skip around if you like. But I really encourage you to watch the whole thing because we do interesting segments beyond just the main segment of the show. And also, I believe, did we get 100 likes last stream? I think we did, but let me just check real quick. Oh, we got 99 likes last time. So, folks, please, if you like to support me, if you like this stream, would greatly appreciate a like, whether you're watching live or if you're watching the VOD afterwards. Okay, so as you know, we always start with a quick market pulse. And I'm going to run through this pretty fast, okay? Because I know it's context and y'all want to get to the good stuff, the ETH stuff, right? Look, 24 hours, ETH up. And guys, I had to change the thumbnail for the stream because I put 4,500 on the thumbnail and then it rocketed to like 4,700. Now I'll pull back a tiny bit, but look at this. Got all the way to 4743. So that was crazy. I had to change the thumbnail before the stream because of how fast ETH was rocketing. ETH-U? What is ETH-U? I'm sorry for being a noob about that. ETH, let me just move this cord a little bit. ETH-U. Oh, 2x Ether ETF. I see. Okay, you want leverage. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, wow. Okay. ETH-U. I feel ya. I am curious. Do you still have exposure though, or are you completely out? Do you have some BTC exposure or something? New Frontiers? Hello, Long Mountain. Hello. Yeah, I saw that, Douglas. ETH2X. By the way, Douglas, are you in retail DAO? We definitely need more people like you, savvy retail investors in there. But anyhow, let's go back to here. Let's take a look real quick. We're in the market pulse segment of the stream. Not too greedy yet. Alt season, not really there yet. As we know, it's ETH season, baby. Oh my goodness. Look at this ETH ETF domination. Like way more than the Bitcoin ETFs, right? Okay, so let's look at some charts. BTC dominance. We always want to take a look at that. That's a good gauge. Why do I have this little? Okay, let me. BTC dominance. Oh, this is the monthly. Let me switch to the daily. Yeah, it's still looking like BTC dominance. It could like go like this, but then I do think before the cycle ends, it will go down and you will get a true alt season. I know all of you degens are waiting for a true alt season, right? I do this really ugly, really quick, but the point is, it's not going to be like a straight line down. You know, I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, what other things did I want to look at? I wanted to look at DXY just real quick. Always good to see the dollar index. Wait, let me just. Okay. Yeah, it's still indecisive here, but the more down it goes, the better for Bitcoin and risk assets and ETH too, right? Total 3 divided by ETH. Let's see this. Look at this free fall, guys. Look at this free fall. This is ETH season. This chart shows you more clearly than ever that this is ETH season. If you don't believe me, let's look at Sol ETH too. Sol ETH also just in free fall on the daily. There are some supports here, obviously, but right now it's ETH season. Eventually, it will get back to Sol season, but support channels right here. Let me take away some of this. Support resistance levels with breaks. Let's try this out. Yeah, okay, I like this better. So there are some support levels lower for Sol ETH, like here and then here. I don't really think it gets all the way to here. That'd be absolutely crazy for Sol. But some things we're going to take a look at today, some fundamental drivers for ETH's recent success may change our mind about this. 63 agreed. Going back to sleep, you should stay longer. Not yet. I don't think it's time to rotate ETH yet. At least all-time highs first, but then I think it's going to go higher. Tarsum. We're going to take a look at all of that today, but we're still in the market pulse segment real quick. Let's take a look at, oh wait, let me change my view here. Okay. BTC ETF, pretty straightforward. Still some positive today. ETH ETF is even crazier. Look at this all-time high spike in ETH ETF chart, all-time high a few days ago, like a couple days ago, or yesterday even. Oh my god, that's amazing. All-time high spike in ETH ETF inflow. Funding heat map, nothing really crazy here. No super euphoria yet. Liquidation heat map for BTC. Some levels at new all-time highs, some shorts to liquidate. Would love to see Bitcoin go to new all-time highs. Liquidate those shorts. And yeah, that's it for the market pulse segment. Let's see. Real quick reminder, our goal is 100 likes on the stream, whether you're watching live or afterwards. Would greatly appreciate your help to get there. Last time we only got 99. We were just one away. But real quick, big, beautiful news segment is Kwon. There's some justice. Like we always joke that it's crime season, and in many ways, people are right. But Check this out. Kwon pleads guilty to 2 charges related to his role at Terra Labs. Changed his plea from, let me make this a little bit larger. Changed his plea from not guilty to guilty. This is good to see. Could carry 25-year prison sentence, but they would recommend not more than 12 years. So remember, he was in Montenegro, got arrested there, and then U.S. and South Korean officials both petitioned for extradition, etc., etc. So he may join SBF in prison, right? That would be some how many of y'all chat would be happy to see Do Kwon justice served? Even though a lot of people are getting away scot-free these days, but Do Kwon and Terra Luna, some justice would be served if he went to prison, right? I have a lot in ETH, bro. I hold ETH more than and Janet, I'm sorry. I hold ETH more than other alts right now. I still have BTC, of course. Yeah, we are so close. I would not be too quick to rotate ETH, to be honest. I agree with Texas Patriot here. So that's the big beautiful news, but I want to do a quick guys, we are almost at the main segment of the day, which is its ETH season, baby. But I want to do a quick shout out and check out this news of this crypto platform. Right here, gTrade. Have y'all heard of Gains Network? It's redefining on-chain derivatives for professional traders. And first of all, what is it? This is their interface. So it's a leverage trading DeFi platform, similar to a lot of the other ones that you guys may have checked out before, but they have a V10 rollout. They're improving their replacing their borrowing fee model with funding fees. So this makes it a lot better. And they also have a new feature called counter trades, which, if executed under specific leverage limits, qualifies for lower fees and reduced price impact. And they're also offering whitelist incentives to arbitrageurs and market neutral traders. Useful in volatile markets where large imbalances can occur quickly. So they're improving their system with their V10 significantly, with things like counter trades, with things like their funding fee model. And it also allows P&L withdrawals during an open trade, which is quite cool to see. It improves capital efficiency for people. And yeah, a lot of other features like reducing the leverage, adaptive leverage. But one thing I want to shout out is that Gains Network is holding a $200,000 trading competition later this month. So y'all should definitely try that out. Check that out. The link is below in the description if you want to try out this gTrade. And stay tuned for their 200K trading competition. So, one thing I wanted to note is that this is for retail traders like you and I, but also for integrators, funding fee farmers, and market makers. So other platforms like Bifrost, if you've heard of them, Symphony, Volmex Finance, they can now build on top of Gains Trade and offer all these new features that they have in their V10, right? Utilize them, I mean. So it's definitely maturing for the protocol. It's more scalable, self-balancing, and clear, previously lacking in many dexes, right? And so here's the interface. It's quite easy to try out. And they have that 200. They even have hype right here on Arbitrum. So pretty straightforward. It's a DEX leverage platform that you should check out. And they have all these new features that makes it more like efficient for users than ever before. Efficient and powerful. Okay, so I want to get to the main segment of the day, which is it's ETH season, baby. Okay, I have a lot of stuff to show y'all. A lot of stuff. So hold up. We are going to spend, first of all, we are in the all-time high waiting room. We are getting close, folks. Check this out. ETH. Let me get away all these things. All-time high waiting room. Look at this monthly candle. Oh my goodness. Let me go to the daily instead. All-time high waiting room. It's only a matter of time, folks. We are almost there. Right? We are almost there. Wait, let me. There we go. Now you can see this. We are almost there. Check this out, though. Check this out. Wait, I pressed the wrong button. 1 month performance. ETH 55%, BTC 0%. And I don't claim to be Nostradamus. I don't claim to be the best trader, but I did sell some BTC and rotate into ETH a few weeks ago. So that was an incredible decision. I'm not always going to catch these rotations, but I feel really happy that I did for this one. I still hold a good chunk of my BTC. It's too dangerous not to hold BTC, but ETH is the golden boy right now, the golden child in all of crypto, right? It's ETH season, baby. It's not all season. It's not Bitcoin season. It may be in the future. It's not Sol season right now. It is ETH season and nothing else. And maybe some ETH betas, but I'd rather hold ETH, or like Douglas said, like ETH, right? Start in September. Really, Doug? A lot of people are calling for a September pullback. We're about to see, but you were right telling people that the bull run was coming. So shout out to you. All-time high soon. Yes, Texas Patriot. We are going to look at a lot of things very soon because right now our segment is the main segment of the day. Everybody pay attention. Everybody stay during this segment. We're talking about it's ETH season, baby. And check this out. ETH rocketing has surpassed Netflix, MasterCard, and Palantir in just 1 week in valuation. ETH is above all of these. Let's take a look at this actual site. Cap of assets right here. ETH is crazy. It's almost above like SPY. It could head for more. It can head for JP Morgan Chase, which would be kind of crazy. And can it even surpass Tesla this cycle? That'd be absolutely insane. But if it rockets more, maybe. That's going to be difficult, to be honest. But ETH has been absolutely rocketing up this charts lately. More than Costco, more than Palantir, more than Netflix. That's kind of insane, folks. Sol season isn't going to come until ETH tops, in my honest opinion. We're going to take a look at some analysis there, Petro King. And there's some fundamental reasons why. Check this out. This is one big reason why. We got ETH Michael Saylor. Bitmine, led by Tom Lee, wants to buy $20 billion. They changed their prospectus, amends it to raise up to $20 billion to buy Ethereum. So that was huge news. Check this out. Bitminer filed to expand its at-market equity program by $20 billion, a 5x increase in issuance capacity to fund more ETH purchases. Prior authorized $4.5 billion, new supplement $20 billion, total capacity. So it's going to take some time, okay? It's going to take some few months for this to actually potentially get raised and to get executed. It's not like all within the next like few days or weeks, but this is great to see. And yeah, this is a driving force that Sol doesn't have, that your altcoin doesn't have, that BTC has kind of, but a lot of it got like used already. MicroStrategy is like doing a bit less. They're still buying BTC, of course, but ETH is the golden boy in town. And there's a lot of fundamental drivers, fundamental buying power that your alt that's sold doesn't have. Okay. I mean, things will rotate eventually. Sol ETH will bottom and reverse eventually, but not now. Not now. And maybe it does like have a reversal a little bit, but I still think Sol ETH and Alt ETH have lower to go before it reverses once and for all for this cycle. Cut interest rates in September, start the big, maybe by the end of September, we'll start the biggest bull run in history. No, Doug. I'm sorry. I strongly disagree. Things are different than 2017 and 2021 because 2017, it was a much smaller space, much easier for any little bit of liquidity to rocket everything. In 2021, there was the pandemic, emergency rate cuts, and stimulus that everyone was like at home bidding stuff up on like Robinhood and things like that. That's not going to happen again. But I do think a real alt season could come, like you're saying, at like after September. It's roughly when people are predicting, but I don't think it's going to be the same style and magnitude as before. Okay. Because right now it's still ETH season, baby. Check this out. 27 billion in dry powder across digital asset treasuries. That's what DAT stands for, by the way. Earmarked to buy more ETH. That's almost 6 million ETH. 5% of total supply. 1/3 of all ETH on exchanges. You're not long enough. And they have this spreadsheet right here. Okay, I have some more things to take a look at, but let me get some water real quick. So BRB, I'm going to go grab some water. Still on my screen, but I just wanted to grab some water. Okay, I am back, folks. It is ETH season, and we're taking a look at ETH. So, Miles wrote a good thread about the foundational case for ETH, right? He wrote that there's a strong argument that ETH is fundamentally stronger than it was at its 4,800 peak in 2021. We have ETFs, 401k access, regulatory clarity, et cetera, et cetera. Bitcoin was the first to reprice, leaving ETH in the dust, but now ETH has played catch up. This rotation is normal. Now we have a tidal wave of spot ETF buys, like the biggest in history. Like I showed you, they bought 50% of the net issued ETH inflows since the merge in just a single day. This is fundamental demand side driver, far outpacing the supply side. Guys, let me talk to you simply. Markets work simply. It's not complicated. Supply and demand, right? If there's a lot of speculative flow, that's cool, I guess. But this is like fundamental drivers. Like these treasury companies buying so much ETH. Are they buying so much SOL? Are they buying your favorite altcoin or meme coin? No, they are buying ETH. It's ETH season. And look, Tom Lee is ETH Sailor. He's calling for ETH to reach 16. Honestly, I'd be surprised to reach 16,000. I think like maybe closer to 10K is realistic. Let's just be realistic here. But if it goes to 16,000, oh my goodness, that would be insane for everything. Then maybe Doug would be right. Maybe Doug would be freaking right about everything being the biggest bull run in history if Tom Lee's also right, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, let's see what else. ZA stocks. Okay, let me take a look at this one actually. Second most popular crypto, mainstream of ETH over CNBC. Yeah, a lot of people shilling ETH on CNBC like Tom Lee, Trump family, Peter Thiel, Tom Lee, Bill Miller, all invested. Layer 2s like Base, Robinhoods, all settling on ETH. TradFi loves ETH. TradFi really loves ETH and BTC. Do they love Sol? Do they love XRP? No. In my opinion, no. Let's see. What else? What can we realistically expect from ETH? Miles wrote that ETH typically hits 35% of BTC's market capitalization. At Bitcoin 150K, this would signal almost a 9,000 ETH. But we only really have 2 data points here, so I wouldn't take that like to heart. But I do think that is a reasonable target in like the 8,000 to 9,000 range. I think that's reasonable. 16,000 by end of year would be absolutely insane. Like I would be absolutely shocked. I mean, I'd throw a party with y'all. I would party with y'all, but I probably would be like New Frontiers and sell most of it before then, you know, taking profits. Yeah, like things like this is cute and all, but like the point is it's just not enough data points, you know, it's statistics, folks. It's like your how many data points do you have in history? Not that many. So you shouldn't really take these like could it hit again? Yes. It could get lucky, but don't take this as like gospel, you know? Cycle top August to October. You may very well be right, Maverick. But for now, it's ETH season, baby. We're taking a look at ETH. We're still here. Nope. See, look, this flippening talk, when it gets to a fever pitch, that's when ETH BTC is probably going to top for the cycle. When people are saying ETH could be larger than BTC, honestly, like no way. I'm sorry, but no way. At least not this cycle. Like I'm almost 99% sure of this. If ETH flips BTC, that would be absolutely insane. I don't think it even gets close, guys. I'm sorry. But hey, I've been wrong again. I said I've been wrong. Like 6 months ago, I said that ETH wouldn't hit new all-time highs this cycle, and I've been really wrong on that. I've been right on some stuff, but I can admit, I'm not like those KOLs who try to be a guru. That's why in retail DAO, like retail works together and we change our thesis and stuff, right? We're not gurus. I don't spoon feed you in there. No one spoon feeds you in there. We're all working together in retail DAO. And that's why I can admit that I was wrong, that ETH wouldn't hit new all-time highs this cycle. I was so wrong about that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so wrong. I've been wrong before. You've been wrong before. Every KOL who says they know everything has been wrong before. And that's why in our KOL call tracker, we have proof. We have proof that they've been wrong before. Anyways, enough about that rant. Okay, so they said that the most convincing argument for ETH top not being in is that there's low gas. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good top signal because people are buying ETH on like ETFs and treasury companies, and that doesn't really affect the gas. Meanwhile, search volume is at a new all-time high for ETH, which could be a good top signal. However, on the other hand, check this out. ETH over 4,700 now. No one cares. No euphoria, no mania, no Uber drivers shilling their alts, no cousins asking for help with MetaMask, no one AP in. They will show up near the top when it's late. This is New Frontiers thesis. We shall see. I do think they'll show up near the top, but it won't be as crazy as before. It won't get Coinbase app to #1 in the market. I am willing to bet on that. I'm willing to bet someone 1 ETH that Coinbase will not reach #1 in the App Store at any point in this cycle. Who wants to bet me? Who's confident on that? And then, hey, look, there's still people shorting. I helped short and got liquidated to get it over the key 4K resistance level. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. But now I'm full spot long, riding this wave. You happy like you guys, partying with you guys. Meanwhile, other people are shorting right now, and they're gonna help us get to like over new all-time highs to get them liquidated. Can't believe people are still shorting right now. Now, there's still more stuff to take a look at. Let me pull up some stuff. Some people are calling for a September, like new all-time highs, then pull back in September, then much higher after. I could really see this as something that's potentially likely, given what other people are projecting too. Yeah, I could definitely see Miles getting ghost riders. I could definitely see that. Check this out. Remember this? We looked at Wolf's Crypto Wolf's analysis before about the Tesla fractal, and he's saying that it could go vertical soon, and it has. ETH has been going vertical in retail DAO, folks. In retail DAO, one of our best traders said that there's zero resistance between 4K and new all-time highs, and we've seen that in the charts. It was some volatility around 4K, and then boom, straight up. Like, that's why I had to change the thumbnail from 4,500 to 4,700 from the span of setting the stream, scheduling the stream yesterday and today. Like, this started the stream today. He says broadening wedge to 11,500, which would be kind of crazy, but I think it's at least more realistic than 16K, right? 10K, I'm unsure if it gets to 10K and past it, to be honest. I'm really unsure about that. I think it depends on like, if we continue just to rocket too quickly, then I don't think we get there. If we have some like consolidation and some retests, then I think we could potentially get to 10K. Standard Chartered says 7,500 by year end, kind of reasonable. 1,200 in 2026. There needs to be a bear market. Like, this is stupid. I'm sorry. I wouldn't listen to any of these like Standard Charter banks prediction. This is like up only. Like, up only, guys. Come on. Let's be realistic. We've been here long enough to know it's not going to go up only like this, like every year. Please. Now, Ben is one of the best, has one of the best feels for cycle rotations. He predicted these things way back, and all BTC tops late August, BTC-D rally in September, October, potentially a pullback, and then all BTC pairs to range low, and then like ETH BTC higher low, and then up from there in Q4 is kind of his roadmap, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Check this out. ETH BTC still needs to break this resistance line. And then the question is, how high does it go, right? ETH BTC, can it go to can it go to 0.05? Can it go past 0.05? I honestly would be shocked. Absolutely shocked. I give this like a 10% chance at most to hit 0.08. I'd be shocked. But I think 0.05 is reasonable for ETH BTC. Maybe a little higher. Maybe. We'll see. And then about Sol ETH. Remember, Sol ETH is still like this. People even got crazy that it went over. They said, let us have a few more months for ETH, and then you guys can take back over in terms of Sol. So I do think there will be a rotation back into Sol eventually, but personally, I think there's still a couple months at least where ETH outperforms. Wouldn't hit. You want to bet? I don't think it will. Yeah, no resistance after 4K. We called it in retail DAO. Yeah, up only is such a layman's prediction. Exactly. Top is not more. I tend to kind of agree with that, Cryptic Joker. I tend to agree. Because a long time ago, when people were talking about the flippening, it was ICO season, ICOs on ETH. That was like euphoria, like none other. Folks, were you here, chat? Were you here back in the ICO season? If so, let the other people in the chat know how crazy that was and think about why that propelled ETH to almost the flippening talk, right? We don't have that these days. We have treasury companies. That's great. But Bitcoin is loved by treasury companies too. So I don't think we get there. The dynamics are different. Folks, I want to do some KOL call tracking. It's been a while. This is my favorite segment. Let's see if a lot of people... Dude, Alex Becker keeps saying alt season is coming. It's been over a month since he called that. I'm going to give him a wrong on that. It's been ETH season, not alt season. Bitcoin 2... Let's see. Anything on ETH? ETH reject that resistance and not go to all-time highs. This guy has been wrong about this. So Alejandro XBT, he's saying ETH wouldn't go past all-time highs. It's rocketed way beyond that. We are marking him as a wrong. Lower lows for ETH BTC. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Alejandro XBT, sorry, you are so bad at this. ETH down to 1700 crypto lemon. You are wrong about that. Wrong, wrong, wrong. ETH top is not in. Let's see what he said over here. ETH top is not in. You are right on that. You are right. Real pump for ETH starts above. Sorry, I need to change this. Real pump for ETH starts above 4,000. That is true. You are right. ETH to 18K. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're not even going to mark that yet. ETH chart to mimic Tesla chart. Remember what I showed you? This is what I'm talking about. ETH chart to mimic Tesla chart. He's saying it's going to play out the same fractal. We shall see. We shall see, Crypto Wolf. We shall see, and we will mark it. Okay. Let us mark some more. Let us add, folks. I want to thank you guys, by the way, because you guys have been tagging us. You guys have been tagging Retail DAO, which is the way we can get stuff tracked. Like, for example, let me change to Retail DAO. I want to thank you guys because check this out. Right here, right here. Look. Thank you, Emily Watson CF, for tagging us. This is all you need to do. Tag Retail DAO, and we will track stuff like this. ETH to, okay. Okay, time to track this. Okay, first of all, we're going to take a screenshot. Okay, second, it's August 12th, and this is Vespa-matic. Okay, so Vespa-matic 12, 2025, BTC to 135 to 190, 135 to 190K, and ETH to 7 to 9.5K. Not bad. These are reasonable ranges, so we shall see. Okay, let me paste values. 12/31, 2025, TBD, BTC, and ETH. See, that's as you guys can even tag now. And let me see. What else? What else? So many notifications. Anyone else tag retail DAO? Retail DAO, please try this. Check this out. Solana to 12 Marty Party. You must be crazy. Solana that high? August 9th? I kind of doubt it. Marty Party. Okay, screenshot taken. Marty Party. What date was this call? This was August 9th. Sold to 1200 by end of year. Okay, TBD and Sol. Kind of doubt that. Okay, let's see what other calls. See, people. Okay. The wealth effect. Okay, so he's saying Crash is saying ETH memes will outperform soon. Large cap ETH memes. Okay. Crash. Wait, when did he say this? He said this on August 10th. Memes will catch up soon. Okay. Let's give him a couple months for this. Let's give him until end of September. Because if ETH continues to beat ETH memes to the end of September, he would have been wrong. It would have been better to rotate. ETH memes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, did someone else tag us? Let's see. No, no one else tagged us yet. Okay. Crashes Clay. Retail DAO right here. See, people, thank you guys so much for tagging us. Thank you. That's all you need for the call tracker. Oh, Cardano explosive move. Okay, okay. August 10th. What is this? Alok. Ali. Okay. August 10th, 2025. ADA explosive move soon. Okay, let's see. Also give him 2 months for this. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. I did a few, but folks, all you need to do is to tag Retail DAO when you see any influencer where you want accountability and transparency. We are building a rating system eventually when we get enough data. And people like Alejandro XBT, who always get things wrong, they're going to be an F. He's going to get an F. No one's going to follow him. He's going to be wrecked. That's what we're doing here. And also good ones like Income Sharks and other ones who got their ETH calls right early, they're going to get a better score, maybe a B, maybe an A, right? That's what we're doing. Would have been so rich right now. Oh, ICO period? Yeah, that was crazy back then. But I think we could do that in like September to retest 4100. No joke. I think that could be possible. Wait, we're at KOL Call Tracking. Okay, what else? What else? Okay. We'll do more KOL Call Tracking in the future, but now I want to do a fun change my mind segment. And this is going to be heated because my change my mind is that the trenches are stupid. Forget the trenches. Leave the trenches. This strategy is much better. I know everyone wants to move up a decimal point, get a 10x, and you're like, oh, ETH can't do a 10x, BTC can't do a 10x. But wait, they can help you get a 10x in a much less risky manner. So the trenches are stupid. Do this instead. Check this out. Trading is hard because it's always so simple. In hindsight, you can take 1,000 trades to maybe be up 20% on the year, or just wrote up SOL, rotate it to ETH, and be up 10x. No trenches, no stress, sleep easy, higher portfolios, right? Like, just get in on the good, strong, like cycle trends, macro trends, right? And you'll get a 10x. Is it as fast? Maybe not, but way less risky and way more certain. And it doesn't even take that long, right? You don't even have to wait like 10 years for BTC to 10x or something. Just catch some great waves from like mid caps or big caps and rotate properly. You don't even have to catch it exactly, right? You don't even have to catch the rotation exactly. And you'll have no trenches, no stress, sleep easy, and higher portfolios. And check this out. We can't blame these guys too. There are people working normal 9-to-5 jobs that have set up automatic payments weekly to buy BTC and ETH over the years and just chilling in profits, checking price maybe once a week. Sometimes being absent is a better edge than locking in 10 hours a day. Screw the trenches, guys. Change my mind. The trenches are stupid. The other ways are much better. The trenches are going to get you wrecked. Right? Screw the trenches. Never go back to the trenches. Never go back to the trenches. That's my call. Let me know what y'all think, folks. Change my mind. Change my mind. Meanwhile, this is much better is what I just talked about. Doing like macro rotations, like writing up SOL, then rotating to ETH. That's a 10x, right? And you're only dealing with SOL and ETH. Like catching those macro rotations that we often track in this stream and in retail DAO. Speaking of which, I want to continue to encourage y'all to join us at Retail DAO, which is the home for savvy retail investors. It is token gated. It is not a paid group. Want to know why? Because in paid groups, once you pay them for the month, you pretty much lose that money per se. And here, if you try it out, if you buy the tokens to join, at least 20K tokens, and if you don't like it, you can always sell, right? But I do encourage you to get Pro or VIP tiers because Pro, you get the trading channel, which has some great charts and analysis there. And VIP, you get even more. And we're building out a retail DAO hub, and the community is cooking. It's worth every penny, in my honest opinion. And why should you get in now? Well, it's still accessible. Retail has been rocketing, but it's still accessible at this point. And FDV's at 1.5 mil. Wow, that's incredible. We shall see. We shall see, folks. But we are a slow cook in retail DAO. We are a slow cook project. No VC funding, no millions of dollars to throw around. But we work hard. We work together. We are strong. We are the DAOs. We are retail. We're not gurus. We are retail, folks. Strength in numbers, wisdom of the crowd. That's what we're all about. Check out the link in the description, and also check out gTrade and their and their 200K trading competition. Try them out. I want to thank them for being a supporter of this channel as well. And also Retail DAO would love for y'all to join. Check out this QR code, by the way. QR code up here if y'all want to join. It's for the website, and it gives you all the information, answers all the questions you may have. And also, don't forget, would greatly appreciate a like on the stream. I do these. My name is Kevin. I'm your host for Coincider. I do these Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 12 noon Eastern time. You know always when to be ready for these streams. You know always when our next stream will be, especially if there's a hot market or big news. You'll know to join the next one. I love doing this with y'all. And we can't approve. YouTube automatically like deletes those or hides those Mavericks. Yeah. Anyhow, guys, greatly appreciate a like. I would love to see y'all in Retail DAO, especially you, Maverick, Douglas Hahn, all those people. I'm calling y'all out right now. Cryptic Joker, Texas Patriot. Would love y'all in Retail DAO. We're building the strongest group of savvy retail investors in the world. Imagine if all of us there were trading notes, trading theses, trading opportunities. This is not to be spoon-fed. This is not some paid group of like some guru thinking he's amazing, giving y'all all the best signals, right? This is not that. This is us working together in aligned incentives, aligned community of savvy retail investors. That is why, that's in one sentence, that is why you should join Retail DAO today. And like I said, this is not your typical paid group. It is token gated, but if you join, if you don't like what you see, feel free to sell. Feel free to sell. And with the price holding up so strong, you'll get back what you put in, right? I mean, it's not guaranteed. I mean, there's market volatility, but it's not like going to crash and you're going to lose everything, right? It's a bull market after all, right? So point is, it's really low risk to join. And if you don't like the community, if you don't, say hi, say GM to us. If you don't like what you see, you can always sell whenever you want. It's on a DEX. It's on Uniswap on Base. So yeah, I honestly think, guys, let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if you think I'm shilling. Let me know if there's any like reason not to join that I don't see. But I honestly think it's a no-brainer, right? Join Retail DAO. We're building the strongest community of retail investors in the world. Sorry for doing that, but like, I love the DAOs. We're so smart. We're so strong. We can find opportunities in any market condition, even in bear markets, even in sideways period. We can find the opportunities because we're smart. We work together and we have the culture there. This is not like other groups. I don't want to name names. We're not like other groups where the KOL goes quiet when things are boring. No, no, no. And I'm not even the leader there. I'm not the guru there by any stretch. Okay. Just, this is not your typical group. This is a group where we have smart people like Maverick, like Cryptic Joker, like Texas Patriot, like Douglas Hahn, like Doug. We have differing opinions. We don't always agree, but that's the point. That's the point, right? That's why you should all join Retail DAO. That includes you, Stock VS. That includes you. Join Retail DAO today. We do great analysis all the time. New Frontiers is in there. Tesfus is in there. Other people are in there. And I would love if all of that, it would be a dream come true if all of y'all would join us. Okay. Get some ETH on base, get some tokens, come say hi, come check it out for like a week. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. All right, folks, that's great. I'll see y'all next time. I'll do more KOL call tracking next time. We may even talk about more ETH next time. We may even party together next time if ETH absolutely kills it. I'll